Hi there guys, it's CJ here from CJ and Johnny's Gear Gabs. I just thought I'd do a short little video for you to show you some of the new equipment and new pedals that I've recently acquired. For myself, I like old stuff. I like vintage and stuff from the 80s, the 90s, the 70s, things that look different, just to give them a try. So I've been on Reverb and I've seen these pedals, and I thought, why not give them a try, see what I think. You know, they were cheap and cheerful, and everyone goes on about Dynacomps or this comp, or this chorus pedal, that chorus pedal, or this distortion, that distortion, and I simply thought, give these 80s, 90s pedals a try. Now, these are old. I mean, this is an old compressor pedal. It's by a company called Pearl. It is um, it is a made in Japan pedal, as you can see. Serial number. Apologies about all the wires. I'm just setting up my pedal board again. I've just recently acquired a new chorus pedal as well. That's an Aria pedal. Now, these pedals were made under several different names and several different iterations. Clever thing about these pedals is, even though you can plug them in with 9 volts, you can also unplug that and the battery goes in the top, which I thought was a really good idea, and it sounds a great pedal. So we've got a Pearl Japanese pedal, we've got an Aria Japanese pedal, my tailspin. This is another pedal I've just acquired, which is the Hyperphase, the Digitech Hyperphase, which is a really fantastic pedal. It's not Japanese, but it had a couple of different tones and a couple of different functions and types that I really enjoyed, especially the settings 5 and 6, where it oscillates up and it oscillates down with the phaser, so you can get some really cool 12 bar stuff with it, and you can hear it run up and down the line, which is fantastic. There's just me Hall of Fame and my flashback, the Nux, which everyone's seen, and then another Aria pedal, which is the Distortion AD1, which is a really nice distortion pedal. And we also have the Spark Mini Boost, which is new. I am in the process of getting a new overdrive pedal, and the overdrive pedal is another Japanese made pedal, but it's called X. So basically, it looks a bit like that, but it's by a company called X. So I'm waiting for that to come in. And I've recently swapped them all out for these. So these were my original, I like to call them affordable pedals. They're all affordable pedals, really, depending on what context you have. So I used to have the digital reverb, which will be going back on my board as a secondary reverb, because my Hall of Fame that I use at the moment, I have it set to church, and I have it for a very I'll put my teeth back in, a very ambient, that's it, ambient sound, but it can wash out a lot of the tone of the other pedals if I keep it on all the time. So that's going in its place. The time space, really fantastic delay pedal, although you do have to crank it right up to really hear it. The Ultra Chorus, I've got an overdrive, which is a TS, which is a clone, a Chinese clone. Another Amazon pedal, which is a Musky pedal, so it's a boost and an overdrive. And then I've got a Kuwave pedal, which is a fuzz pedal, and I got one of these very early on from Amazon, and the guy at 60 Cycle Hum, Ryan, reviewed one of these originally, and it sounded fantastic. He got one again, and it sounded quite poor. I don't know why, but I think I got, because it was one of the early ones, I think I got one of the better pedals, better sounding pedals, because it sounds very velcro and very it's a bit like having a Dodge Gonculator shoved through a fuzz pedal sometimes. I mean, you can tone it back, but it sounds a very unique fuzz. And another bit of equipment which you all saw on the Gear Gabs podcast was me Black Star amp, which is a fantastic amp for what it's worth. But yeah, so that's a CJ, just talking to you about the pedals, bringing you some of the new stuff that I've recently acquired. And yeah, I'm getting a a special strap for my guitar, so I'll be able to stand up a lot more and play my guitar better. But this is the guitar that I use at the moment, which is basically, it is an American GnL body, a classic Asat GnL Indonesian neck, 2 Fat Cat P90s in the middle from Seymour Duncan, the original American pickup from the American GnLs. It's got a Callaham telly bridge. It's got a Bigsby on it, and then it's got a three-way control system on it. So the top knob blends the middle pickup. The middle knob is the volume, and the bottom one is the tone. Now normally I would have these flipped over, but I actually quite like it like that. Works quite well. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing lately with music and pedals and things like that. Thank you for watching. Bye.